Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero. We are back on that beach again. And we are back on that map again, Vendetta, and we're back with that super epic matchup that I absolutely love. We've got the reverse of the previous match we saw between these two players, which is ExCaL now down in the south with the purple Gillet Stealth. All the way in the north, his nemesis today, we have the green China tank, which is ViViD. So yeah, I'm actually happy we get to see the reverse of this. I will mention a spoiler. Obviously, skip the next 30 seconds if you don't want to hear a spoiler about the previous game, or go and watch that first. But we did see ExCaL come out on top. In the previous game, it was a very long and hard fought battle. But we did see ExCaL come out on top. His strategy was two supplies, two war factories, like we're seeing here from ViViD, spamming GATs, flamers, and ECMs, and then into napalm mix. Pretty much just those few things. And then he was creeping forward with the speaker towers. That was the strategy. We didn't see any oil cap from either player. I think they were both destroyed rather quickly. ExCaL sent a flamer here very quick. But ViViD opened in slightly different straight away. He's actually opened with a GAT over on the left-hand side and opened with a flamer on the right-hand side. So the flamer on the right is still the same. And he might just go and flame down the oil like we saw in the previous matchup. But ExCaL, differing this slightly, has opted for an oil cap over on the right. I think at the high-level games, if I'm to give you just one tip, as long as you've kind of got your rough build order in order, I think if I'm to give you one tip and to try and win some higher level games, is go for a quick oil capture. Don't have to necessarily always make loads of rebels and like capture loads of oils. Even if there's just like two on a map like this, go for the safe one, get your economy rolling with just one. And honestly, you will, as long as you're proficient in the rest of your build order and stuff, you will have a much better win rate. Trust me on that. Getting the oil rolling. Because straight away now, ExCal's economy is higher, which we did not see from ViViD in the previous game. Tech RPG here is going to be used to clear this GAT. No scrap denied there from ViViD. It's on a bit of an angle, so I'm not sure it could have happened anyway. But yeah, that could have been more useful if it was a flamer. And this flamer here was distracted by the Tech RPG. Maybe that should have just ignored the Tech RPG and just continued to push forward to try and deny this this oil cap here from ExCaL. So ExCal's economy now really good. He's used that extra economy, therefore, to drop down an extra supply. So yeah, really looking good for ExCaL, to be fair. And he's opening a couple of minutes. Flamer and a quad are going to battle it out, but the quad does go down. But, oh, that was an instant scrap denied there from ViViD. He's not messing around there, is he? He knows if that becomes a super tech, it's probably lost the game. I mean, sometimes it is still possible to win against the super tech. But yeah, trust me, it's going to be a lot harder with the super tech in play. ViViD now getting harassed by this Tech RPG, but ExCaL is losing ground at the front. Or is he losing ground? Because more importantly, that tunnel is standing its ground so far, but there is another flamer here. Tech RPG is going to kill a dozer, but all the RPGs inside of there have been killed. And ViViD has pretty successfully now cleared the middle. Almost flamed down his own tank hunters, but I think he knew that. He moved them away for a second. ExCaL already building a palace, and ViViD doesn't have a massive amount of units out, to be fair. He is dropping down a third war factory. There is a hijacker pushing on the right-hand side, but is ViViD going to make sure his dozer is always on the mines? He is kind of on the mines here, but there's a lot of mines not actually spawned because all of these buildings are so close together. ViViD is pushed back for now. Hijacker going around the back might just grab the GAT, perhaps, or is he going to hang around and wait for a dozer or not? Massive amounts of flame walls here from ViViD, and he is gaining ground. He's pushed ExCaL out of the middle, and he's going to take down this oil. Another flamer pushing forward here as well. Is that a super tech? Yeah, I don't think it is it? No, it's not. Just a scrapped up technical, but got to be careful, ViViD, because at any point it could leave more scrap. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I don't think the dozer's covered, you know. I don't think it's covered. ExCaL could get that. ExCaL losing his front supply here, but this one's already established, and this hijack is going to get it. Yeah, he is going to get it. I mean, he could have got it anyway, but the fact that it went out there, this is a mistake from ViViD. He's done his buildings all too close together, which means ExCaL now has power, and ViViD has no dozer, so that's like a really bad situation to be in. It's still possible for ViViD, but it is looking pretty bad. ViViD even trying to... Well, sorry, ExCaL trying to run away with a dozer, but it's not quite working out. Only one power plant dropped down for ExCaL to ensure that he has enough cash to actually produce units. You don't want to drop down like 3 power plants and invest 3k into it. I think that's too much. So yeah, only one power plant. He knows that ViViD is hunted. But this is going to turn into one of them crazy games where it looks like ViViD's taking all the map control and ExCaL is going to go into his usual end game position where the enemy is hunted and he just has a little tiny base and he just wants to hold. That's a position I've seen ExCaL in many, many times. But he does have a super tech and a battle bus, so he's got the more quality units. ViViD is still pumping out 3 war factories, though. You could cancel that if you need a bit of extra cash, because you're never going to be able to finish it anyway. Battle bus pushing on the left-hand side, though. ViViD is going to need GATs and ECMs to lock that down, I'm afraid. It's going to get a little bit low. Another flamer here is going to be engaged. Tunnel's going to take immense damage, though, and the worker and the RPGs have gone down. It did actually get vet too, but ExCaL is therefore then cleared it with that battle bus. ExCal's got a market. How much percent of a chance do you give ExCaL here? I mean, knowing his level, you have to say he's got like what, a 80% chance to win here, something like that. I wouldn't count ViViD out completely, but with these 2 battle buses, I mean, does it even... Are those wheels even turning? Yeah, they are. Look like they was kind of floating across the map then. Unless you can actually see the wheels, it does look like they're floating. Needs to be careful with his battle buses, but ViViD, for now, doesn't really care. He's just going to go into the main base. No point chasing them all day long until your enemy's got even more tunnels up. He's actually just going to push forward and engage. He does not have chain guns. Super tech is in play. Flame walls begin doing their damage. These tunnels are taking a little bit of damage, but the main damage will come from the flame walls. Battle busters are out. Going to be used to chip away at this army from the left. More and more units getting cleared here. No ECMs locked onto these battle buses just yet. As I say that, 1 is now locked down, but there's a 3rd battle bus out, and this whole army here for ViViD is getting absolutely stomped. Everything has been cleared there with minimal damage taken from or by ExCaL. He's got his next army ready to go. ViViD does. But yeah, you would give him a much better chance if he had that dozer. But yeah, another mistake there from ViViD. Just turns out his buildings being so close together like that, the mines don't always spawn. And also the dozer was just forced out anyway. There was probably a position that dozer could have got in. I don't know why it couldn't have just stayed there and built the CC. But yeah, you give ExCaL an inch and he'll take a he'll take a whole foot apparently. Took his dozer. You're dozerless. ViViD really needs to just continue the spam, but yeah, you gotta worry about these battle buses because they could just push into the base. Any building that goes down now will not be able to be replaced. ExCaL dropping down a CC. He has a number of tunnels over here on this right side. Another market being built by ExCaL. These battle buses are moving in. ExCal's now got to defend as well as attack, but there's mainly ECMs here. Flame wall needs to get going ASAP, but the attack is happening down in ExCal's base. But there's another battle bus here, another quad pop from ExCaL. War factory now going down, so ExCaL knows he just needs to hold and simultaneously kill the base. Oh man, poor ViViD. His power's going down. This attack's all being stopped anyway, never mind with his base going down. But that is just a nail in the coffin. ExCaL with an exceptional performance here. A better strategy all around, going for the dozer. ViViD made a mistake. ExCaL capitalized on it. And that is it. Yeah, I was hoping for another monster game there, to be honest, but ExCaL just proving to be a little bit too good. Ever since that oil cap, everything was in his favor just from the opening couple of minutes. And then, yeah, getting that dozer was just crazy, yeah. So, in hindsight, if you were ViViD and you knew what ExCaL was going to do, you knew ExCaL was going to go straight for that oil, would you just rally like 2 flamers straight at the oil? I think you would probably do that. Clear that and stop the oil cap, and then ExCaL has wasted 150 on the Rebel and 1,000 on the capture upgrade. I think at this high level games, you often see an ExCaL take oils very, very quick, especially when you know he needs to be more campy. Like the stealth needs to be quite campy against the tank. And I think you see players like Marikar take oils quite often as well, and Fargo take... well, there's a pattern here, isn't there? There's a pattern. The higher level players that I'm talking about, they're all taking their oils nice and quick. So yeah, you've got to be prepared. You've got to be at least thinking 80% of the time they're going to be going for fast oils, and you've got to think, how am I going to stop that? But yeah, you let me know your thoughts in the comments. Maybe you've got another strategy. Maybe ViViD should have opened 2 flamers and sent them down the extremes of the map. Maybe one of them would have got in, or maybe not as well. Yeah, I don't know. You let me know what you think. GG, well played, and see you in the next one.